Right, welcome back everybody. Today we're in the polytunnel again. We was going to be having a look at this little steel TS400 disc cutter, but we've had something else turn up, so this is going to be put on the back burner for this video and we'll come back to this. So let's take a look at what we got. Right, before I take you outside to see what we've actually purchased, this is the little steel TS400 disc cutter. And we have actually used this on my dad's patio out the back there the other day, and it worked fantastic. We didn't have a fault with it. It has the water feed as well to keep the dust down, so we used that, and that come in really handy. So what we're going to be doing with this, I did show you one of my recent videos. I've actually bought a full service kit for it. It comes with the 3 different filters, a fuel filter as well, so we've got 4 filters there. You've got your spark plug, and it even comes with this little cap, which it was missing off of here, which goes on there somehow like that. So that's ideal. And also I'm going to be stripping this right down, and I've gone out and purchased some actual original paint for this, so we'll be having a respray on all this, get all this tidied up, and when we've done with it, it should look really nice. So let's go outside and see what we've bought. Before we go out there, I'll just quickly give you a little update on the TZR, just to show you it's still as we left it in the last video. There's not much to it really, and there's going to be not a lot left to get it to where we want it fully stripped down. So I will be, I say, removing this engine in the next video, and you can take, there's a bolt there, and somewhere down there there's a bolt there, so we will be able to slide the end, take this part of the frame out and just slide the engine this way, which will make life a bit easier. And then we've just got the forks to take out, wheels off, chain and sprocket. It can get sent off to the sandblaster, and once I've sent it to the sandblaster, I might ask for it back, because I want to try and address if there's any pitting. I'd rather address that. And I did have someone in my one of my last comments on this bike saying that it's too far gone. I've took on more than I could chew basically, and it's not worth repairing. Well, that was a bit of a stupid comment, I think, because as you can see here, it's just surface rust on there. There's the frame's solid on it. It just wants all cleaning up, repainting, and that. Engine's sound, and people are saying, oh, you don't need to strip that engine down. Well, I will be taking the casings off, I will be taking the head off, because I want to get all that cleaned and painted. So there was no clutch cable on it, so I don't know if the clutch is alright in it. I wanted to be checking the clutch plates in it. So yeah, I will be stripping it down to an extent and having a look in there. But as people are saying, don't strip it down, it don't need to be stripped down, it sounds lovely as it is. It's not leaking from anywhere, so just leave it. But no, if I'm going to be spending all this time on the actual bike frame and the body and the wheels and the main bike, I'm going to be looking in there. I don't want to be putting an engine that I know nothing about back in a freshly rebuilt bike. So yeah, it will be coming out to get stripped down. So people might not agree with that, but at the end of the day, it's my project and I'll do what I want. So enough rambling, let's go and have a look outside. Yeah, so this is it. It's the Yamaha Fazer 600. We've got Soppy here. He's shaking his head for some reason. I saw this come up at a really good price, so I couldn't let it go, and we took delivery of it yesterday. So what do you think about it?
Ideally, it's a great little project bike, because it's not worth saying the money you got it for, is it? Because I had someone say, oh, why don't you say how much you got it for? It doesn't matter, does it?
No.
You got to be there, you got to spot these opportunities, and lucky enough he found it. He got it for, let's just say, a good few £100 less than what I paid for mine, but this one does need a bit of work on it.
It has been sat for a good while, the chap said, and I've done a bit of research. It was last MOT'd in 2016, so it has been off the road for getting on for 5 years now. It's going to want the carbs cleaning. We'll flush the tank. I mean, I've done a bit of check on the history of it. Since 2006, it's only covered just over 300 miles. So in 14 years, it's only covered 300 miles. And that just shows it all backs up on the MOT Gov site. So it's things like this are going to want changing. Bolts cleaning up. We're going to need new lines on it, brake lines. Casing's all going to come off, get shot blasted and repowder coated. As I said, the carbs are going to be coming off for a re-clean. We're going to have a look at the front forks. We'll be inspecting them, the seals on them and all that. It basically just wants a good tidy up and a bit of painting here and there. There's a few marks on the bodywork, but that's not a big issue. And it's still got the original end can on it, Yamaha. So now that I'm here, and this has put a bit of a stop to the saw video, so I'm not going to get involved in that today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are we going to get involved in?
Well, I don't know, you're going to tell me, ain't you?
Yeah, I've got a fence panel which we've just made up, or I've just made up on my Butler's Empire channel. Shoot over there and watch that. That's a bit of fun as well. Get him actually doing something for once. So that's on Butler's Empire. I'm repairing the fence which we've knocked down in the front of the house when we brought the Land Rover in, the bulldozer in. What's it called? Mini digger.
Mini digger.
To clear my old pond away and all that. So that's what we're going to be doing on my channel. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to my channel now, Butler's Empire. I'll see you in a minute.
Right then, so we're going to leave it here for this little video, and to see what we're up to in the garden, as I say, head over to the Butler's Empire channel. Until the next time, we'll see you about.